one of the biggest obstacles to reinventing yourself, and how do you overcome it? I'm going to be talking about the what the hell effect in this video. How's it going, reinventors? We have all used the what the hell effect, believe it or not, and we can overcome it, but it is one of the biggest obstacles to reinventing yourself. My name is Amelia Sims. I've used the what the hell effect over and over, and I'm still trying to overcome it. While I'm on my own reinventing journey, I want to inspire you to live a life of joy, fulfillment, and purpose. And one way you can do that is to overcome the what the hell effect. Now, to understand this better, I did read more about it in The Willpower Instinct by Kelly McGonigal. I recommend that book, but she's not the only one who's talked about it. You can find more in other books as well as in videos on YouTube. Boys and girls, now it's time for a story. You are in a marriage, but something is wrong with the marriage. You are terribly unhappy, and so is your spouse. But you are determined to be the best spouse ever. And so you decide to do the following. Stop leaving dirty laundry on the floor. In fact, do the laundry. Stop nagging your spouse. In fact, think about the things that you do that upset your spouse and stop doing them. Come home from work when you say you're going to come home from work, and that means telling your boss no when he tries to get you to stay a little bit later. Lose 25 pounds. In fact, why don't you stop by the gym on the way home from work, and in fact, stop eating from those food trucks. Take your lunch to work instead. Eat more healthy foods. In fact, hey, why don't you do all the grocery shopping and do all the cooking? That way you know you'll be eating healthily. Dress more sexy. Get your best friend's stylist son to come and give your wardrobe a makeover. Throw out all those old clothes. Stop letting your mother dictate your family holiday plans. Sit down now with your spouse and say, this is what we're going to do, and my mother's going to know about it right now. You know what happens next. You're feeling pretty good about yourself. You've made all of these plans. In fact, you wrote them down or typed them on your phone. You are going to be the best spouse ever. Then the worst thing happens. The computer crashes at work. You're forced to stay not until 6, but until 8:15 p.m. When you get home, you haven't fixed the meal you promised your spouse. You get into a huge fight. You go to bed angry and you say, you know what? My spouse doesn't like me. Forget this. I'm going to give up on being the best spouse or being a good spouse at all. In fact, maybe I should go see a lawyer tomorrow. That, my friends, is the what the hell effect. You have all done it. Now, maybe it wasn't such a huge deal, but you say, I'm going to lose some weight, and all of a sudden you go to work and it's somebody's birthday and they have a cake and you eat the cake. It's time to come home and you think, I should fix a meal, and I have all this fresh produce in the refrigerator, but I had that cake at lunch. What the hell? I'm just going to order a pizza. That's what I'm talking about. The what the hell effect is why we don't live up to our New Year's resolutions. The what the hell effect is when we have all these huge plans and we break the first one and we say, well, what the hell? I might as well just live it up. I might as well divorce my spouse. I might as well just be a hateful person. Whatever it is, you've done it. And it is the biggest obstacle to changing your life. So how do you avoid the what the hell effect? There are 4 steps that you can take to avoid saying what the hell and doing it anyway. The first thing is to set smaller steps or smaller goals and make concrete steps to reach those. The story that I told, the spouse had 7 different things that they were going to do, but then they were broken down. Oh my gosh, I'm going to fix all the meals. I'm going to come home early. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to dress that. Think of one thing. Start with one thing. Here's my very first step. Now, for that spouse, it might have been getting home on time, or it could have been simply to stop nagging their spouse and, stop complaining. All of those kinds of things. That's the first step. It was such a huge thing what they were trying to do. I could just see disaster happening right there. The second thing is to forgive yourself, because you are going to mess up. You're going to stop and not do whatever your goal was. You're going to break down in some steps. You know this is going to happen. This is usually what happens as we get to there. We say, well, forget it. I can't do this one little thing. Then we've got to stop that thinking. We have got to forgive ourselves. Okay, yes, I had that slice of cake at lunch because it was my coworker's birthday, but I'm still going to live up to my diet. Or yesterday, yes, I was terrible to my spouse. I yelled at them, or we got in a big argument. But today is a new day. I'm going to forgive myself for the mistakes I made yesterday, and I'm going to start again and live up to my goals today. The third thing is stick to your plan, okay? Things happen. Great, life gets crazy. We know all this stuff, but come back again and again. Maybe you need to put it on your bathroom mirror. Maybe you need to repeat it to your conscience. This is my goal. I'm going to reinvent myself. I'm going to be nicer to my spouse. I'm going to lose 25 pounds. Whatever your goal is, keep it in front of you all the time. If you slip up, come back to it again and again, and this is going to happen. I mean, you're going to have to make these changes. Reinventing yourself is not a straight line. It's a curvy road. It's a long journey, and there's going to be some times where you're going to take 2 steps back, but keep moving forward even after you've taken those 2 steps back. The fourth thing that you can do is, if all else fails, talk to yourself as you would a friend. Think of this: if your friend came in down and sat with you and said, I have all these goals, but I messed up and this is what happened and I think I just need to forget it, then you need to be that supportive friend. You need to say, no, I think you need to continue. Forgive yourself, move right ahead, break down those steps. Maybe you made too much of it. Maybe you need to break it down even more. Maybe you just need to focus on one thing. Talk to yourself as you would a friend. You can encourage yourself to keep going. So now you understand the what the hell effect and how often maybe you use it or you didn't know you were using it, and how to overcome it. But this may be a little bit harder, especially when it comes to forgiving yourself. So I've created a small guide of the 5 steps to forgiving yourself, and I want you to take advantage of this. So if you'll go in the descriptions and in the comments, and you will see a link where you can go and you can get this free guide, the 5 steps to helping you forgive yourself. If you have found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Check out this video up here about nosy people and how to handle them. Also, this video may be helpful for you as well. Have a great one.